Az a lényeg, hogy most el kell jutnunk valami borpincébe. Már az előzőnek az lett a vége, mikor játszottunk. Ugyebár nem tudom mennyire emlékszel, de ide jöttünk erre a tószantba. És utána megtámadt minket egy óriás. És azt legyőztük. És kerestünk valami izét. Ugyebár a királynő kérte, hogy jöjjünk ide. És azt szerette volna, hogy egy szörnyet kapjunk el neki. És volt egy holttest a folyóparton, de azt bevitték a izébe, bevitték ebbe a pincébe, amit mondtam. És most oda kell menni, hogy megnézzük, hogy pontosan mi is volt ez. Mi?
Surfing as patron this year, Lady Vivian de Tabri.
Nem, nagyon nem. És most alig érkeztünk. Mindegy.
És a grafika olyan csúnyának tűnik.
Igen.
Jó persze.
Várjál. Itt valakiről beszélni kell.
A repdeszben érdekes, megszokta a szemem, na most nézd.
Ez 3 éves játék.
Nézd meg.
Miért keresnék benne hibákat?
Én nem keresek benne hibákat, semmi hibát. Csak mondom, a szemem annyira megszokta a jobb grafikát, hogy értelem. Nem mondom, hogy rossz a grafika, nagyon jó, nagyon szép. Csak érted? Annyira durva, hogy nézzük hogy streamelik máskor egyik, hogy miért fotografikája. Ott volt a...
I believe I have work for you.
What kind of work?
Work related to the monument to Reginald Dobb. The matter is a delicate one, but mind you, I pay well. Unless I can say no more at this stage. Interested?
Jó, de érted, amit mondok.
The statue. Just tell me what's the problem.
A picture's worth 1,000 words. More, I dare say. Come with me. I'll show you.
Nem ez kellett, csak felvesszük ezt a küldetést is, hogy mégis mi kell neki. Mit szeretne.
Here it is! Our pride and joy, Reginald Dobb. A giant among lovers. A poking, puncturing swordsman, and atop all that, an unrifled tickler of harps and other organs.
So what's wrong with it?
How should I put this? It's lost its jewels.
Bazd meg.
Somebody stole the testicles off a statue.
No ordinary statue, mind you. The sole monument made using a cast of the great Reginald's own genitals, certified and authenticated. Sprung directly from his loins, they grant all who stroke them unparalleled virility. All who buy a ticket, that is. Thus, you must retrieve those stones.
Got my attention. Now tell me about this Reginald, all you know.
There's so much to tell. Legend has it he and the architect Pharamond planned and laid out Beauclair.
Impressed already.
In particular, Reginald took great pains to devise escape routes for lovers caught with their pants down. Literally and metaphorically. He later made frequent use of them himself. Not out of fear, mind you, but to avoid having to kill his rivals in duels.
Any idea when the theft took place?
It must have been mere hours ago. I guided the last group through the exposition quite recently. Stones were very much in place.
Got any suspects?
Considering the vast potency of Reginald's prized pouch, everyone's a suspect. Who would not want it for himself?
Need to look around. Might find a clue or two.
Do what you must, as long as you return grasping Reginald's stones. Without them, Beauclair's entire tourist sector faces trying times. Trying times. It must.
Na, ez már jó hangzik. Nem csak a bujóit vitték el, nem?
saw marks are straight and clean. Precision castration, I'd call this.
You shall be whole again soon.
Dried bloodstain.
It will all work out. It must. Yes, hurry. Beauclair's future lies in the balance. As does mine.
Piece of coat fabric caught on the nail. Vivian Cologne. Smell it'll lead me to the thief.
Keressük ki volt az, aki ellopta a golyót.
Lemute has ruptured veins. That trap is the famed Witcher.
Megvághatta magát, mikor vágta el.
Nem tudom.
Sir! A letter for you, sir!
Letter? Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
Here. Thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
Dearest.
I suspect weighty affairs, rather than merely the wine festival, have drawn you to Tucson. Perhaps you'll find time to probe a certain matter in spite of this. I recently came across the mention of one Professor Moreau, a scholar in Beauclair, who conducted research into Witcher mutations. Though the details are rather murky, as is the location of the scholar's laboratory, his journal could contain more information. It lies buried with him in his tomb. I enclose a map I found in the book I happened upon. Though less than completely legible, I trust it will prove useful nonetheless. I felt this matter could prove of some importance to you. Thus I dispatched this letter without delay. Whatever you decide, please take exceedingly good care of yourself. Your Yen.
A professor who studied Witcher mutations. Might actually be worth looking into.
Sok érdekes idő van.
Most nézzük a tök lopó.
Hogyne?
Nem vicces.
Várjál. Elvesztettem a szagot.
Igen.
Várjál. Küldetésért. Az ugye? Most már innen jöttem, vagy erre megyek?
Azt hiszem a szökőkút felé vezetem. De minden így jött.
Jó felmegyek.
Igen?
Aha.
Ez ajtó nézd.
Nem, megy tovább.
Scent leads to this door.
Aha.
Akinek használja.
Öregember.
Oop. Sorry to interrupt, I guess.
This is not what it seems. Word of honor. I tripped, rolled, tumbled, and landed where she already lay.
Psst! Youth! That That's not him.
I swear, this is all an unfortunate coincidence, a series thereof.
That's not my husband.
You mean, not your husband? Who are you, and why are you in my home? Out, now, or I'll summon the guards!
Calm down. Just here to talk.
I believe we have nothing to talk about.
Oh, we do. Just to kick things off, you're in great form for a man your age.
I eat well and start the day with a glass of wine. That preserves the body wonderfully.
Interesting. Might try it. Say, ever heard of Reginald Dobry, his statue?
Everyone in the city's heard of it. Reginald's a paragon, a national hero.
Mondod hő.
That's so. You seem well informed, Hughes. Maybe you know who stole Reginald's testicles.
I can explain everything. This...
Rosalinda, I know you're in there. You and that fancy pants of yours.
Oh no, not him too. This really is not my day.
Got you, you rogue! Prepare for a shellacking, Scallon! What the laugh's this? Rosalinda! One, I could forgive you, but two at one time!
Wait, got nothing to do with this.
Take me for a fool? I'll teach you to fish in another man's pond!
Mi legyen?
Nem mondom el még.
You heard me. Calm down or you'll wind up picking your teeth up off the floor.
Tough, are you? Come here! Come on, you scamp!
Elengedtem.
De csak ütöd, nem?
Persze.
Sökkenj és két bazi meg rám bőül.
Gyere. És már. Megvan.
I don't know you, but that would have gone horribly for me had you not intervened. Thank you for saving my skin.
So, time to talk.
Rosalinda, my dove, please allow us a moment. All right. I admit I stole the stones. And you will never believe it, but they work. Today, Rosalinda and I will 3 times and counting.
3 times? Impressive.
Isn't it? At my age, that's more than the entire last decade.
All the same, you stole those stones and you gotta return them.
Listen, perhaps we might strike a deal. Hmm? Let me keep the stones. I'll pay you. Grant me this, I beg you. They've made me young again.
Ó, de hát mégiscsak a izé.
Hajlandó vagyok kölcsönadni? Vagy mi legyen?
Nem tudom, mert végülis a Witcherek általában teljesít a pénzét, nem?
Igen.
Viszont nem tudom. Hát tőlős, de hát én azt mondom, hogy vigyük el, oké, és legalább az öreget meg minden, de mégiscsak így nagy izét kavart, mégiscsak azért kell...
Igazából igen, de a másik meg csak a másik meg csak arra használja, hogy pénzt keressen belőle, bár ahogy látom működik.
Igen, működik.
Akkor mi legyen?
Hát ugye szoborhoz tartozik, meg ezért fizettek, viszont nem tudom, hogy kölcsön adni, vagy nem tudom.
Kölcsön adjuk őket, mit szólsz?
Végül is... Figyelj, döntsünk, hogy akkor...
Úgyis az lesz, hogy pár napon vissza kell jönnöm, azt cső szerintem.
Perhaps I could lend them to
Egy
you
napra.
for one more day. What would you say to that?
A day is 3 more romps at the least. You've a deal, sir.
És mi van akkor, hogyha nem működik, csak eleve sikerülne neki csak a tudatszabó.
Ja. Azt mondja, várj egy napot.
Nem kiegyezett ezzel. Egy nap múlva viszont valamivel elviszik, nem?
Mi ez a hely?
Greetings, brave hero. I am Raphael de Serman, and I am the Ducal Camerlengo.
I'm Geralt. So what is it you do here?
I pay the knights errant.
For what?
Our knights wander the roads, protecting Toussaint from bandits and monsters. It is fitting and just that they be recompensed appropriately for these toys. Note, sir, that should you successfully smash lands, save a brother knight from peril, or extract a captured merchant from the hands of cutthroats, come see me. You shall be rewarded.
Wouldn't mind a glance at your books. Ones you're willing to sell, that is. Well, see you later.
Go in peace, fair knight. 143 guilded.
Ez volt idő. Jó. Akkor... folytassuk a fősztorit, amit még el se kezdtünk. Hogy kell lovat hívni már? Új. Nem.
Right and fair. Shit that blade you got.
Eredj, nem vagy?
That's better.
Eredj. 3, 2,
If come, start no pros.
mi volt?
Hagyjad már, milyen izé van rajta.
Ki volt?
Erre egy.
Come on. A witcher.
Akkor karddal izé.
Go.
Ja, így kell. Kis lengyel falu, nem?
Igen. Hogy megsértettek izé. Netflixesek szírik.
Ja.
Vagy lengyel származás lánynak. Végülis így még hihetőbben. Hát valljuk be, hogy tényleg most akar régióval. Érted? Ez most nem rasszizmus, nem?
Nem hát.
De most szerintem az is rasszizmus, hogyha direkt
Sounds
ha nem kompetens fekete karaktereket írunk, hanem...
Mi?
Hölgyűjtöttem valaki boroskát?
Damn it. It must still be here.
Jövőben lesz valami játék, amivel van kedvét játszani? Nem jön még semmi?
Nem tudok róla.
Life is
The cellar. Gotta be. Reverend Mark carried the body in his cart.
Ja, de azt megvárjuk, nem?
Mi?
Daráljuk a Life is Strange 2-t.
Persze, én arra gondoltam, hogy ezt inkább...
Attacker had no trouble knocking
Figyelni
over the
fogom, hogy
cart.
nekem viszont van egy csomó minden, amit várok.
Oké.
Tervezek valamit.
Claw wounds from 5 separate claws spread a small human hand.
Várjál. Itt még lesz valami. Ki kéne deríteni, hogy mi ez a szörnyeteg, mert még... itt vannak emberek, akik...
Killed with a single blow. Busted ribs, blood from the ears. Took a solid hit. Massacred by a vampire. Not a Nekimara, though, or a Fletter. Bruxa, gotta be. Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like, except for long fangs. Woman from the inn was wearing this coat.
Ó, igen. Egy nőt láttuk még a hídnál, meg a izébe és a fogadóba. Akkor itt van egy... Beszélem, Bruxa. Hát akkor ez egy vámpír. Bruxa. Holdpor. Vámpírolaj nyilván. Fekete bér. Jelek. Fekete bér. Holdpor. Holdpor. Nem, hogy fekete vér szerintem nincsen, de mindjárt megnézem. Ez a vámpírolaj, nem? Vámpírolaj. Jó, keresünk fekete vért. Fekete vér. Ezt elhelyezzük. Ide.
Black
Jó.
blood and moon dust. Could be lifesavers. Footprints. Small bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar. Fell down the stairs. Broke his neck. Hurled against the wall with great force.
Nagyon erős.
Took a lot of strength to batter this down.
Ez meg.
Used this to batter down the grate.
Akkor az a nő volt, aki ott volt köpenybe.
You. Saw you at the inn.
Meg kell neki.
I know what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood.
Igen.
don't have to fight.
You are wrong.
I cannot let you leave.
Nem tudom, mire való az a fekete vér. Ruxa. Gyere csak. Gyere, gyere. Ajjaj. Meg sem aztán. Úgy de meghaltam.
Szombosat ellentél.
Az biztos. Mire való az a fekete vér?
Nem tudom.
Mindjárt megnézem. Érdekes.
Ja, átvettem az
Kikapcsolom a meleget?
Közben csak elfordítom. Az jó neked?
Kell az a bomba.
Ne nehéz legyél.
Mit?
Szomból.
Mit tudod?
Csávó. Előző elsőben.
Igen, igen. Várjál. Na, ezt kell akkor a holdkor. Menj már!
Valamit nagyon csináltál. Hogy csináltál?
Men to get to the body.
Nem tudom.
Beszorítottad abba izébe, és meg is támadtad a létszó.
Hát izével meglöktem, utána meg kivégeztem, és akkor lement az összes izéje.
De beszorítottad a varázsot szerintem.
Beszopta, az biztos.
Stinks. Waterlogged. Hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought.
Oh.
Been in the water for some time. It's swollen. Something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch bulging with coins. Elf Guardian florins from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, it means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast. chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. Third hand. The spare. Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing? Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something. Nothing interesting besides the person his throat.
Yo.
So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, Pout shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
Semmi. Hogy tetszik?
Tetszik. Csak így betegnek jövő.
No.
Go, go.
Come on, Roach.
Faster.
Egy kovács. Eladom nála, amiket most lootoltam. Ha már itt vagyok.
Ah, a professional. I like to trade with your kind. You actually appreciate quality workmanship.
What have you got there?
Azt hittem készíteni nekem valamit. Mit tud neked készíteni?
Like you to craft something for me, would you?
Amik kardokat, hogyha van elég cuccom. Apja. Most jó az, hogy nekem van. Tárgyaló. Puskát nem szoktam nagyon használni.
So long.
Lift of hand and a mighty cry. I pound steel and watch sparks fly.
Do you like it?
Na, kérjük meg, hogy vigyen a hercegnőhöz.
Faceless reigns where virtue once ruled. Offense is an offense to the gods.
Geralt. It's late, I know. Sorry to bother you, but I need to talk to the Duchess.
It's no trouble. I had not yet laid my head to rest. As to her illustrious highness, I fear you will have to wait until the sun has risen again. Make yourself at home. Milton mentioned you'd been to Corvo Bianco to see the beast's victim. Learn anything new from the body?
Well, since we have to wait anyway, steel yourself for a long story.
And how is it we passed from your account of the investigation to reminiscing about the succubus?
Because those were good times, and we were younger. Always nice to talk about that. Look, sun's up.
Then let's tarry no more. Our enlightened highness is sure to have arrived at the tourney grounds by now. Let us go.
Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As you'll soon see.
Someone's gonna fight a Shalmar with only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Mi legyen?
Ez itt túl vesző. De várják, ki harcol? Mivel?
Ezzel a lényel fognak.
Hát, elég veszősnek tűnik.
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells jutting from the grass?
Pity a monster. You, a witcher.
I slay monsters who are a threat to humans. You're out to humiliate one to entertain a crowd. No knight will gain any glory from this. Who's going to fight the beast?
Guillaume, the young man we met.
Yeah. Mentioned he promised his heart's capture a monster trophy.
Great love demands great sacrifices.
Let's go.
Okay.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Jaj, nem lassítja be.
Hogy? Lejött az egyik, és még van mind a kettő.
We have to help him.
Ne, gyere hát, ne!
Nézd rá, de... Ez meg! Mindenki nyugta?
To the beast! Its plans confound!
Semmi nem segít. Ezért lesz ez. Mennyire baszol már.
Csak le. Eddig. Igen. Ha még kitesett bombálódom.
Meghaltam?
Ha megnézem, milyen pengek kéne, vagy mi az, amit tudunk használni.
Igen, igen. Meg is nézem gyorsan.
Hogy ez mi a faszom.
Ja.
Vagy kicsit betegedtem, hogy ízét kívánok. Egészséges kállapodtam, de úgy kívánom, hogy ez kompletben
Jó.
csirkét még ki.
Hát ilyet.
Nézd!
Ó, de jó. Szegény. Hát beszoptam. Nem tudom, hogy...
Hát meg kell nézni, mi ez a genyó, és hogy mi hat rá. Tűz az biztos hat rá valamennyire.
Valamennyire igen, de annyira azért nem.
De az egyetlen, ami legalább egy csíkot levont.
Ja. Kicsit, igen, nagyon kicsit.
For honor! Onward!
Úgyhogy felmár.
Ez az.
Számom.
Ezzel kellett volna hatnia rá.
Hajtom olaj. Meg az árnyel. Jó. Kell.
The beast heaved its foul girth. Out in the winter, in one mighty pound, it fights to the beast, its plans confound.
Annak ellenére.
Egy nagyon bizonyos hangyafat kimentne.
Hát, ez szinte semmi. Akkor megnyugtatunk. Lenyugodok. Nem tudom bejutni.
Ha nekiközük a falnak, akkor sérül, nem?
Nem tudom.
Az előbb, mint hogyha nekiközés könnyen nem volna.
Jó nehéz. Rá kell jönni, hogy kell. Azért, mert kurva nagy a páncélja. Azt kéne valahogy olyan helyet találni, ahol sebezhető.
A hasa.
Ja.
Nem, mert azért ott rá a tűz is, meg a egy-két dolog. Mert valamikor húzati magát így. Meg hagyni kell neki menni a falnak.
Ja. Ó. Tehát azt mondja, hogy vakok, és hogy olyan... És hogy olyan dolgokat kell dobálnom, meg ilyenek. Nehezebb tárgyakra, és imádkozzak, hogy ne bántson engem. Ez volt a baj, szerintem.
Pedig, hogy neki megjeleníteni.
Gotta keep it down.
Alas, for lightning, that is evening powder, that cuts are all and not in earth. How can the Witcher, in one mighty pound, give fight? Its plans confound! How? All our hopes collapse and turns to dust. Drink up the ocean and set fire to the wood. For nothing has struggled and come to any good. Alas, Herman lies
Az meghal.
He has breathed his last breath. A friend, she Witcher, fight bravely unto death. Woe to us all and the monsters that become, that naught shall have come of hell and death.
Ugorj, egy katyodik is a halak. Most! Mosában most úgy! Ilyenkor kell... Ó, értem! Mondjál.
De... Hogy találtuk?
A rezgéssel így van. Gyere egy ilyen időt. Amikor két talp... Ó, értem! Amikor így két talpra áll, akkor neked akkor kezd a döntős időt meg rábasztni, hogy hanyattesen egy domlótot szúrni. Amikor talpra áll, és amikor bizonytalanul talpra áll. Most! Amit nem így, akkor támadsz, hanem valamit így hisztizik. Utána így bizonytalanul feláll. Na most, tudjad! Szaladj, na ezt kell, neki kell futatni a falnak. Hogy hasra essen. Addig ugrálni. Ó, dobd még egy olyat oda a falhoz. lényeg, hogy ugye felszállott bombálat meg mindenre, hogy sokszor nekijön a falnak, és ha sokszor nekijön a falnak, akkor hason tudod szúrni, mert az a gyengébb pontja.
Ezt a formát nem tudom megmenteni, ne halljon meg.
Hát ő folyamatosan megy izéhez. A baj, nem tudom, hogy tudod.
Teljesen. Próbál kevés hangot kiadni, de hát mindig megtalál. Most már nem is nagyon keres, csak... Már onnan. Kettőre meg fog halni a csávó.
Na? Ó, most!
Like a bow who leads at the lobster's skirt, so the witcher wooed the Selma, then its foul heart hurt.
Dobál. Kell másik bomba.
Igen.
Sajnálom nem tudom megmenteni a csávót.
Úgy tudod, hogyha mondjuk esetleg meghalsz, akkor az elejétől fogva itt tudod.
Ah,
Hogy oda bombát, oda 100 bomba, oda megy, és akkor...
annyira azért nem érdekel. Selma's cries ring aloud. Blood and thorns in face. The Selma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
Mit csináljak? Megkíméljem, vagy megöljem?
Hát nem tudom. Ezt rád bízom, hogy ők torturing volt. Eleget szenveded, megölöd?
The monster lies slain! The fight is done! Praised be the victors!
Forgive me. I'm not as nimble as in my younger years.
Az is mozog.
You fought bravely. Thanks for your help. Guillaume.
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Vivian majd levarrom helyette.
Speech clearly pains you. She approaches.
Mit győzte meg?
We must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He let the investigation pending your arrival. But whatever could he be? Come, we must find him.
Damien.
Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. No. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the desert you sent us. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered. Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien Telatour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace. Witcher.
Greetings. Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsman handling the last victim's body...
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No. A Bruxa. A kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort. We must listen to him, attentively.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir Delatour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, We settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
Ó, igen. Tudom, ez a nagy naponta látható, mégis meglepő. Igen, nem mindig.
Not quite, Your Grace. Law of surprise, it's something we invoke at times, but rarely. Usually we just take gold.
Disappointing. This law sounds rather romantic. On the other hand, on returning to the palace, we would likely find impatient petitioners or a set of sample fabrics for a new dress. Poor rewards both. I fear you'd not have much use for any of the surprises we are likely to come upon. Thus, we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and a sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. But, Corvo Bianco, isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a Witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information. How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crespia was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut persons.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in the gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinch.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the...
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
Honor, wisdom, generosity, valor and compassion.
5 virtues. Why are they so important to your knights?
Strange question.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand another land's customs.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us by the Lady of the Lake. How we truly came to espouse them, none remember. In Toussaint, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. They are to be soldiers and courtiers, lords and servants. Thus, the need for clear moral guidelines. At the time of his doubling, Knight vows to demonstrate throughout his life honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the 4th virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunts shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac-Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac-Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but...
They were a team?
They were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed him turn to them with delicate matters. Later, their paths diverged.
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure. Your Grace, we need to find Milton, immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game, at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses!
Érdekes.
Your Grace!
Most felkapta a bizit. Láttad? Csak kurva petszéled.
What the hell? Why I should... Your Highness,
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled.
Egy gyönyör közöttön.
Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
Így ötötte is elnézd így.
Igen? Ez mi?
Akkor nem olyan jó neked valami helyednek, vagy valami.
Jajaj!
Ez az!
Your grace seems right at home in a saddle.
Oj!
Clear the path! Clear the way, I said!
Ezt megjöttünk.
Just round the corner!
Hurry.
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too?
We've no other option. But time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rules.
Szerintem már az is megaláz, hogy nyúljelmezből megtaláljuk.
On second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up.
Mert még nem a bugyiba.
You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish. While I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Garrett. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it.
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. Turns around, over there, look. The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other phoenix egg hunters. All clear? Then let's get to it.
Az aranyhal az könnyebbnek tűnik, szóval menjünk a szarvasért, ugye a unikornisnak a...
If one were to call a state courageous or cowardly, what other part of the state would one have in mind? Unicorns are thought to like music.
Jó neked?
Persze. Szegény.
Ez csak egy ló.
Or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Do you really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
Hush, or you'll spook the beast. We shall try the sweets.
Hey folks, gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
Le kell nyugtatni.
Van egy nyugtató képességem.
Persze. Ne legyél fasztja rád.
calm.
Na, megvan. Na, lenyugtattam ezzel. Pedig az volt a feladat, hogy keresek a kizét. Csemegét.
Well, that's hardly fair. Flagrant cheating is what it is.
Sirs, we must teach this scamp some proper sportsmanship.
Listen, I didn't break any rules.
True, he won fair and square. Unlucky, that's all.
We must try to grab the next clue.
Jó. Időt nyerte.
Gardens are huge. Be better off on horseback.
Entirely inappropriate behavior.
Should be easy to spot once I'm under.
What the blaze? Not counter to the rules.
Az mi? Úgy látom, megvan.
Hey,
Megtaláltad.
wait. Stop. It's important.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon is heavenly coursed of trace, in my domain I await that moment of grace, when a soul of good or ill repute brings me a gift, fitting tribute.
A key.
Why, you bomb-botch wretch!
He's ruined the game!
Disgraceful.
Sajnálom. Bizik paraszt. Nem hiszem, hogy sikerül megmenteni a formát.
Próbálkozom.
Persze, nyilván. Sietek úgy, hogy tudok.
Women love tears. But it's positively useless. She can't possibly see the thing.
Hat négy hátán. Mi a fasz? Veszítettek.
Mi?
Semmi.
Heya!
Nem tudom, merre kell menni, te tudod?
Aha. Jelzi a térkép, arra megyek. Meg kell fejtni valahogy.
But your praise.
No buts.
I wish only.
You noticed all the guards. Something of food? It's a possibility. We must keep watch.
Ségetni kell idővel azért a gripping, vagy valami, mit lehet
If you
nekem?
please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity, or shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules. Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a crone, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse with a head of hard cheese.
Mi?
Ó, baszki! Yes. Hövegesen kezdeni, kiürült meg ott, lehet ilyen hövegesen kezdeni. Barlangtán? Mert egy jó. Ami szűkre van, az biztos tényleg. De talán a barlang...
About someplace really cramped, uncomfortable?
Because it mentions crones and a mouse? No, false hints, I think. Meant to lead us astray. Look, if we take crone, hollow it out and fill it with ease. The letters, we get green. Then mouse, but starting with what heads heart cheese. Why, it's greenhouse!
Pretty clever. And it sounds right to me.
There are several greenhouses in the gardens, but only one with a door that locks. And the key to it looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go.
Milyen jó.
Wait
here.
Nem fog itt válni.
Miért küldők ilyenek? Na megint egy ilyen vampír démon valami?
Nem tudom. Na. De ez nem bestia, az nem... Hogy nem? Van neki karma. Levágták a kezét, de visszanőtt. Regenerálódott. Igen, nekem is ilyen vámpírszerűnek tűnik. Ó, bassza meg.
El tudtad már szemet kapni?
Nem én irányítottam. Ide... Ide vezetett minket.
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
Vagy sok, vagy nem, most nem erről van szó, nem tudom.
Ez sem.
Végül is gondolj végig, milyen halt meg ártatlan miattam. Nagyon nem.
I don't kill innocents. Murderers, though, you bet.
I'll soon be done. I've but one left. And you, should you not stand down.
And once you're done, intend to leave? Go kill somewhere else?
No. I intend to live. Happily ever after.
Nagyon csúnyába kell ölni. Ilyen...
Vámpír lesz.
Ilyen, nem? Ilyen.
Ja. Holdpor, vámpírolaj, fekete vér, meg a... Jó. Jó. Vámpírolaj.
I won't let you kill again.
Előzőnél szerencsénk van.
Ez így van. Most meglöktem. Most meghaltam, vagy... Most valamit csináltam. Azt a kurva, most mekkora szerencsénk volt, már lement az összes életem. Vagy hát, hogy ennek így kellett lennie?
Nem tudom.
You want to stay where you were. Regenerate.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself.
No, he's my friend.
Segített nekünk.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You all right?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
Könyvből valaki.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened, it was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
Miraculous regeneration. How do you manage it?
I had help. From the one you hunt.
Him? How? And what have you been doing all these years?
Not the time nor place for such stories. I suspect we'll get a chance to speak at ease and at length later. Now, however, we must deal with the reason that brought us both here.
Local serial killer seems to obey you. Maybe you could talk him out of it, convince him to stop murdering.
Why do you think I've come? It shall not be easy, as Dettlaff can be rather stubborn. Though you must certainly recall that neither do I surrender readily.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is... how would you humans put it? More bestial than I am. But not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one night since I got here. At least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Dettlaff is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
So in your opinion, what are his reasons?
Precisely what I wish to find out. And then I will convince him of the error of his ways.
Got a lot of faith in the guy.
Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course. Remember the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Detlef, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda, hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once in the street had offered Detlef an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly on altruism, my friend. Vilgefortz melted my body. Detlef found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders us so difficult to classify. Detlef's trump card is his herd instinct. His tribal propensity. In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upset him immensely.
Anything specific? Some set of things?
How should I say this? Detlef doesn't understand men, their world, its rules, its conventions. He's naive in a sense. He doesn't comprehend your games, knows not what it means to lie, deceive.
Suggesting he's maladjusted, venting his rage.
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times breed conflict. But is it the case this time? I cannot say, but intend to find out.
Gotta find him, before something upsets him even more, and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then, just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Detlef is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our coursers would carry us. Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unavenged.
Levitte. Látod, mennyi életem van? Semennyi.
Ja.
Mekkora szerencsém volt már.
Van, hogy be kell tolni, mert csak úgy megülök valaki.
Ja.
Van kedved nézni valamit?
Elmentettem a játékot, szóval legközelebb itt folytatjuk.
Igen.